Hi guys, back again. This video is only going to be a short video. In this video we're going to be having a look at my UD coil jig. Not sure how it's meant to be pronounced. I say UD, it's two separate letters. Other people put it together as a word and call it a UD coil jig. But I like UD, each to their own. So, yeah, like I say, it's only going to be a quick one, just a quick look at my coil jig. Now, I started off in my building coils with a Coil Master coil jig. You put the bit inside it, you screw it on, and then you basically coil it round. And the thread went on it, it stopped holding itself together. So I had to get a new one, and I looked at this one, and I got this one. So, first of all, outside of the packaging, little metal box, sticker on the front which tells you just basically a little quick description on it. Coil jig with multi-diameter heads, full set of screwdrivers for adjusting coils. So that's the front of the packaging. The back of the packaging has got a little picture of everything you find in it and a little use tip. Basically that little picture there in the rectangle shows you using one of them to hold your coil while you use the other one to tighten up the screws. So let's open it up and have a look. It's all set into quite soft foam. Oh, fell out there. And in the box, what do we have? Let's get it all out and show you one by one, shall we? It's quite clever, the design of this one, how they've done it. Move that out of the way. You've got your bits. Your bits for wrapping the coils round are also your tools. These four here, see, you've got Phillips screwdriver, a slightly smaller Phillips screwdriver, a hex key or Allen key, whatever you like to call it, and a flathead screwdriver. I'll show you more about them in a minute. And then the other two parts that you've got the main body, the stick, if you want to call it that you hold, and you've got the bit that you use to do your coiling, to wrap it round. Now, how it works is there is a magnet in the bottom of the stick, and these tools actually double up as the bits for wrapping your coil. Now, each of these are a different width. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that on this camera. I think that one's the widest actually. Now, I have got it written on them, but you've got a 4mm. That shaft there's 4mm, 3.5, 3 and a 2.5. So the tools actually double up as the jig, which is quite clever. You can see their hex shape there at the bottom, like a giant Allen key, and that hole there is hex shape. So what you do is you pop that in there like that, and then the magnet holds it. Let's cut a little bit of wire off to show you. Do a little demo. I'll also put a link on the bottom. They've got their website is here, so I'll put the UD website on there. I'll also put a link to the page where I purchased it if you want to purchase it. I think it was $11.99, $10.99, $11.99, something like that. It was around 12 quid. So yeah, in the stick you've got, I don't know if you can see it on my rubbish phone camera, you've got a hole there that comes out of the top there. So obviously you put your wire in there and it comes out. Now in the bit that you use for the coiling, it's got different sized holes, obviously the different sized jig bits, and it's got a flathead screw in each end, another one in that end. You can unscrew them, you can loosen them and adjust it, maybe if you want to do spaced coils or you don't want it as tight. So yeah, you get the hole that's the right size. So this is the widest one, so I'm going to need to use that one. So you've got your wiring, you've got the bit in that you want to wrap it round, put that on, and then literally simply just wrap it around like that and keep going a desired amount of times for the coil you're building. There you go. There is your coil. Nicely done. So then obviously you can use the tools as you wish after that. I mean, most RDAs, RTAs come with tools for the grub screws. Obviously this has 4 tools, has 2 different size Phillips screwdrivers, it has a flathead screwdriver and it has a hex key. So you can use, I like to keep the coil on it and put it in my RDAs with the coil still on that, so you can hold it still and move it and it doesn't sort of bend and come apart or whatever. So you can't accidentally crush it then either. And then so yeah, you can use one of them to hold the coil and then whatever tool is needed for the grub screws. So it's an all-in-one basically. It's all-in-one. It's a coil jig and a coil installer. It's really well made. I mean, it says on the back that the handle is stainless steel and the screw heads are stainless iron. So it's made of steel and iron. It's really good build quality. Pretty nice packaging, to be honest. I mean, it's just a coil jig and it comes in a cool little box like that. So good build quality, good value for money. There's no thread on it like the Coil Master one, so you can't round off your thread and it becomes useless. It's powered by a magnet. So yeah, I mean, from what I can see, there's not a lot that can go wrong with that. In my opinion, that is a really good coil jig. A lot of people I know don't even bother with coil jigs. A lot of people just use a drill bit. But if you are one that wants to use a coil jig and you're not sure what one to get, hopefully you'll find this review helpful and you'll go and buy that one. I did, and I'm happy with it. So there we go, that was the little look at my huge coil jig. If you wouldn't mind liking the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I now also have Instagram under the name Vaporizer77 and Twitter. So if you want to get on there and give me a follow on there as well, I'll be very grateful. I do regularly upload pictures onto my Instagram. So yeah, thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time.